PUBG Mobile, a name known by nearly everyone in the mobile gaming community. A game that rejuvenated the love for gaming in the populace of India. A game loved and adored by the youth and hated by their parents. A game that helped multiple streamers and professional players forge their careers. A genre-defining game that can be played by nearly anyone, anywhere, free of charge. A mobile game. This is the story of PUBG Mobile, its origins, its exponential growth in popularity, the controversies surrounding it, its peak, and the eventual downfall. PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds, or more commonly known as PUBG, was published by PUBG Corporation, an offshoot of the South Korean company Bluehole. The mind behind the creation of PUBG was of Brendan Greens, also known as PlayerUnknown. Brendan Green in his earlier days made mods for Arma 2 for fun and created the famous Arma 2 Mod Day Z, taking inspiration from the Japanese movie by the name of Battle Royale. This mod first properly introduced the idea of Battle Royale genre in gaming. This idea was licensed by Sony Online Entertainment, and later on the consultation of Green, the game H1Z1 was created. This game became very popular on the platform of Twitch.tv and was played by big-name streamers such as Dr. Disrespect, Shroud, and Ninja. On March 23, 2017, the early access beta of PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds was released on Steam, and the game was released officially in December of 2017. The game quickly became popular among streamers and viewers alike. Streamers started shifting from H1Z1 to PUBG. Streamers such as Shroud, Dr. Disrespect, Chocotaco, Grims, Wacky Jackie were very good at the game.
Chocolata? Hold on. I'll check. I'll put my fork down. Thank you.
YouTubers such as PewDiePie, Cinnamon Toast Ken, and Video Game Donkey posted videos of them playing the game on their channel. This resulted in the game experiencing exponential growth in its player base. PUBG became so popular during this time in the gaming community that it started to overshadow other gaming giants. In the month of January 2018, PUBG recorded the highest number of concurrent players of 3.24 million, which was far more than games such as Dota 2, which had the highest number of concurrent players of 1.29 million. Due to this enormous success in the PC market, PUBG Corporation, along with the Chinese multinational technology-based company Tencent Games, started to work on an Android and iOS port of the game. Initially, two versions of the game were made, in which one was based on the original PUBG PC. This version was called PUBG Exhilarating Battlefield, and the other was an arcade-style based game and was called PUBG Army Attack. The former version was later renamed as PUBG Mobile and released globally on March 19, 2018. Due to its gargantuan success in the PC community, the fame of PUBG Mobile preceded itself in the mobile gaming community. People who had access to only mobile devices and dreamt of playing PUBG PC were hyped for the game months in advance of its release. PUBG Mobile in its first week of release was downloaded 26.3 million times, which was a record for its time. This record was later broken by Call of Duty Mobile, which was downloaded 100 million times in the first week of its initial release. Big YouTubers such as PewDiePie and Sniper Wolf were sponsored by PUBG Mobile, which further boosted the reach of the game among their millions of viewers. The game grew in fame, especially in India, due to streamers such as Carrie Benati, Shriman Legend, and Ronnie, who earlier used to stream PUBG PC but now had shifted to play PUBG Mobile. This cycle of reaching out to new people and keeping them hooked for more resulted in making PUBG Mobile the biggest game in the mobile gaming community. A port that was previously dominated by pay-to-win, unintuitive casual games such as Candy Crush, Subway Surfers, Clash of Clans, etc. had now been completely refashioned by a console-quality, free-to-play, and skill-intensive game. Due to the hyperbolic increase in the player count and the audience that wanted to see content related to the game, new streamers and YouTubers started to emerge in the Indian game scene. They started very small and were later known as gaming giants such as Dynamo, 8-Bit Thug, Viper, Scout, Gunshot, etc. Streamers slowly started building a consistent audience and started to gain their support and love, which further helped these streamers to improvise their streams and overall content quality. Streamers started to get donations from their viewers to support their content, and this stabilized gaming and streaming as a proper career option.
भाई थैंक यू सो मच यार, 10,000 rupees super chat. Oh man, Rahul Srinivas, यार ये बहुत ज़्यादा था यार.
This was a huge deal in India because the country is still in a developing phase, and most of the parents of this generation wish for their children to have proper job securities and hence heavily emphasize on proper education and despise when their children play video games, which in their perspective is a waste of time. These streamers who were financially secure by playing PUBG Mobile became a household example for anyone who wanted to pursue their career in gaming. The gaming community of PUBG Mobile was not limited to only streaming and YouTube content, but they also spread into the realm of esports on a global scale. Famous clans of PUBG M from India such as 8-Bit, who won the final match of PMSC Asia Finals 2018, and Soul, who won the 10th match of PMCO Global Finals 2019, paved the way for the Indian gaming community to enter into the esports scene by setting shining examples. PUBG Mobile was now solidified as the most prominent game in the mobile gaming market. As of December 2020, PUBG Mobile had grossed over $4.3 billion and hundreds of millions of avid players. This humongous amount of player base served as the perfect platform for movies, other PC games, and multinational companies to promote this stuff. The fame of PUBG Mobile in India as a game was unprecedented. Streamers such as Mortal hit 274k concurrent live viewers, and there were other streamers like Ronnie who hit 1 million live viewers, and Dynamo who hit 3.2 million live viewers. It was still unclear that were these numbers result of a YouTube glitch, or was this the sheer power and appeal of PUBG Mobile, and their confusion is understandable because these numbers were just stupidly high. PUBG Mobile was now at its peak. Streamers were gaining millions of views and thousands of subscribers. Many company giants were collaborating with the game. Hollywood and Bollywood both used the game as a promotional platform, and the game was generating millions of dollars, which in turn funded the esports scenario of the game. It is safe to say that PUBG Mobile had in itself become an empire. On the eve of June 15, 2020, India and China engaged in a face-off in the Galwan Valley in Ladakh, which is considered the most deadly clash in the past 4 decades. 20 Indian soldiers, including the commanding officer of an infantry battalion, lost their lives in the incident. This heart-wrenching incident incited India to boycott Chinese goods. On September 2, 2020, PUBG Mobile along with 117 other Chinese apps were banned in India. These apps were banned because they were in violation of Section 69A of the Information Technology Act. The central government cited that these apps were engaged in activities that were prejudicial to sovereignty and integrity, defense and security of the country.
The Indian government has banned dozens of Chinese-owned apps over apparent security concerns. Now, the list includes the messaging service WeChat and the wildly popular video platform TikTok. Relations between China and India really degraded since a border clash 2 weeks ago left 20 Indian soldiers dead.
This ban resulted in PUBG Mobile losing over half of its player base because more than 50% of the players worldwide for this game were from India. In a snap of a finger, Indian mobile gaming community lost its favorite game. Streamers lost their primary source of content, esport athletes lost their sport. The repercussions of this ban were felt even in the West.
PUBG banned in India. I saw that. That's a damn shame. Because that game, like PUBG Mobile and PUBG and all that is like, in India, it's number one, I'm pretty sure. And that fucking blows.
During this period, streamers shifted to play a variety of games such as Ronnie, who played Minecraft, Cyberpunk 2077, Mortal, who played Subnautica Below Zero, and Valorant, Viper, who played Call of Duty Mobile, and Valorant and other streamers stuck to the Korean version of PUBG Mobile, which could still be played in India, or played GTA 5 RP. As for the normal players of the game, many left gaming entirely. Many of them shifted to play Call of Duty Mobile. Some of them liked the game and stuck to it, and some of them still craved for the past and so moved to PUBG Mobile Korea. A month or two later after the ban, whispers started spreading in the Indian gaming community of PUBG Mobile being re-released in India without the involvement of the Chinese company Tencent and as per the terms and conditions of the Indian government. People started waiting patiently for the game to be released. Some grew anxious and speculated that the game will not be released at all, and the rumors were baseless and merely wishful thinking. People started to accept the fact that the game may not be released after all, and they had to move on. After months and months of delay with no news from the side of the developers, on May 6, 2021, a YouTube channel by the name of Battlegrounds Mobile India posted a 10-second teaser announcing the game to be coming soon. Mobile gamers across India rejoiced as they knew that their game was coming back. Later, on 18th May 2021, the pre-registrations of Battlegrounds Mobile India was announced in a 31-second YouTube video featuring renowned Bollywood actor Arshad Varsi and famous Indian streamers Dynamo and Cronton. As of June 17, 2021, Battlegrounds Mobile India is out in early access and received an overwhelming welcome in the Indian gaming community. Streamers such as Scout and Dynamo, who got the early access of the game, first had a viewership of 150 to 200k, which showed that the love and hype for the game had still not died after all these months.
पूरा ऐसा लग रहा है इट्स एकदम फर्स्ट डे वाला फीलिंग आ रहा है, कसम से मैं बोल रहा हूँ कि फर्स्ट ऐसा लग रहा है टुडे इज द फर्स्ट डे कि मैं स्ट्रीम शुरू कर रहा हूँ, ऐसा फील आ रहा है मुझे लिटरली.
Later, on 18th June 2021, through an Instagram post, it was notified that the early access was open to everyone. Finally, PUBG Mobile was back in India with a new name and some minor changes. Now what remained to be seen was that will the game snatch back its former glory, or will it just remain an empty shell of what was the most popular mobile game ever?